All right, this guy is this guy's a big dog, 2300. We are 1-1, one win, one loss recently. I think we go with this, and last time he asked us to stop changing our name, so we've done that. And yeah, let's see what happens. Because we were able to win from him one time, he's not okay. He's gonna go aerial spec. We're not super scared of him. I wonder if we do this so we don't get pulled. Should it be like this? Maybe. Let's try this. No extinguisher. Oh my goodness, this is just a dream come true. It's been a while since I haven't seen someone run an extinguisher. Guess he's still playing the carry hound thing. But yeah, this is amazing. The extinguisher causes so many problems for us. So we get the Phantom Ray for free. Let's take it. Obviously he goes Wasp, he goes Phoenix, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna start building our Phantom Ray line. This is mainly just for the fire. So let's see. This is mainly just for the fire. We'll use the storms for the fire, actually. Guess we could just float to 200. Kind of feels like we need some upgrades, but I'm not sure if we just float 200, but float 200 is not going to be wise against someone of this player's caliber. So I'm not quite sure. Let's just try it. I mean, okay, so he's a Phoenix. He's going to one-shot us anyways, even if we got the defense. So we probably won't build any more Phantom Rays. I mean, we'll have Phoenixes of our own, perhaps even Ford AA to deal with this. Obviously, if he didn't know who we were, he wouldn't build the Phoenixes, so we're giving him the best possible advantage he can have here. You know, for a player at 2300, we really shouldn't be giving him, like, telling him what we're gonna do. So the fact that he asked for us to not change our name and to you know, to give him a heads up on our build, it's kind of odd. Okay, so no more Phantom Rays. Amplifying Core. I think we just skip here. Now we just start doing the fire, I think. Get the fire down. Go with this. I think we have enough fire, right? Fire, fire. Okay. Now we start building the counter to the Phoenixes. So I think it's going to be Phoenixes first. Phoenix on Phoenix. Could go for this, but it might be a little premature. I don't know. Could be fine, actually. The Phoenixes are good because we need to take care of his... Need to take care of his, like, balls and stuff, so Phoenix is pretty good, I think. Can we get a juicy shot? I don't think so, can we? Probably gonna put a chaff down. I'm not sure if it's worth getting a juicy shot here. Might be worth trying to get a juicy shot for this guy, but selling out. Probably Wasp, probably more Phoenix. More Chaff, that's interesting. Okay. You would expect the fire now. Okay, so this is the, maybe, hopefully he puts down a beacon. Beacon would be amazing. More Phoenixes. So this tells me that we need to go maybe, wait, where's the Phoenix? Did he cancel out? This tells me that we might want to go Fort AA. He's a little unsure what he wants to do. I don't really see what he did here. Like, what did he actually do? Oh, this is not good. Don't want to lose the tower here. All right, well, we'll just go charge shot, I think, next. More Phoenixes, charge shot, perhaps one more Phantom Ray for the oil. Problem is, this seemed like this didn't get ignited. This is going here. So I might want to have something going here. And I don't know. Maybe we need to just go for a tower fortification. You two-shot him, so there's no need for additional damage. I think this is fine. Might want to missile this, though. Don't know. Round 4, we're losing. Alright, let's try it. It actually goes Phantom Ray. That's just so interesting. I mean, it would be hilarious if he just went, you know, he could beat us with Phantom Rays actually right now. It'd be hilarious if he went Phantom Rays and just won with mass Phantom Ray. That would be like discouraging us from playing Phantom Ray, maybe. It absolutely sucks he doesn't have the extinguisher. And, you know, that's his fault. You know, he knows what he's doing at his level. He must be like top 30 in the world. So he doesn't run extinguisher. I mean, there's a reason, right? It obviously makes me really happy, but yeah. So all right, we get air superiority. If I were him, I would want to go into something like Wasp, into something like Mustang. Although he can't really go Mustang. I'd want to go into Fort AA mainly, I think. It's a very minor win, and we did use a missile, but it's probably worth it, I think, the missile. Lightning Storm is going to be great against us. Don't think we need to use it here. I'd rather just actually, you know, I want to use it, but at the same time, I don't want to use it. I think we just skip. What is he going to do here? Do we actually go Fort AA here, or is that actually a build? Is that legit? We'll borrow. I mean, we didn't spend the missile. We could have went for the missile this round. But I'll still borrow to get it if that's what we need to do. Just don't know what he's going to do here, right? If he goes Wasps, then this is quite good. If he goes Fort A and himself, then it's questionable. Let's just do it. Don't think we want to take chances against a high-level player like this, so I think we just go for every possible advantage we can. Boats, that's not good. It's not horrible, but it's not good. Should have realized that that was the other option. It's the option that I didn't want to see. Did not want to see the boat. But that being said, the Phoenixes are an amazing counter to the boat. Maybe we want to see the boat. He went double tech and we instantly. Okay. Please don't go into the tower. Okay. All right, that went off a little bit better than I expected. He's gonna have wasp production. Wait, does he have wasp production? I don't think we go for the orbital jab. He'll just sell out. He does have wasp production. Don't want him to sell out of anything here. You know we're going after this one. So if I were him, I would just sell out. So I think we skip just to play it safe. So wasp production is coming next. Do we just go for Mustangs? Probably have to go for Mustangs here. Just go for range or aerial spec maybe. I think we need to keep borrowing every round now. Aerial spec or it's probably aerial spec. I wonder if we need like another missile here somehow. Maybe just missile this. Okay. It's just going to be more forts for the firepower, so that means we need range on the Phoenixes. Probably was a mistake to go range on the or area spec on the Mustangs here, but especially since we have these Phantom Rays. But we're hoping that, we're hoping that the Phoenixes are just like can mop up. It's not looking great here, but we only lose by not a lot here, so it's fine. Problem is that we're borrowing every round. And he can just click armor now. So that's kind of a mistake. Alright, so what do we need? What do we do? He's gonna go for the Raiden. Just go for the cell. And we will go for range and just a lot more Phoenixes. Maybe even EMP on the Phoenixes, maybe. Can oil us and burn us, but we're not super worried about that. Do we ever go EMP right now for 600? Probably. And let's go for the temp range, continue missile this. Okay, so armor on the hounds is quite good. Wasn't expecting that, but is quite good. We do have the Phoenixes. I do have the Phantom Race. Doesn't matter. The Mustangs are there to discourage him from clicking his mothership. Still feel like it was probably okay to go for that. I mean, it's clearly the wrong move, but I do feel like it's not horrible. Maybe the fortress was preventing him from going for the mothership already. So we probably should have just went for more Phoenixes in retrospect there. And now it's just, now, oof, this is not good. We're so close, actually. Now the The Mustangs are actually doing a lot. They're providing good chaff. Oh, these guys are just so tanky. Don't think there's anything here. Heavy armor is good for him. We'll just skip. I think we're just gonna need to go more and more phoenixes. He's probably gonna oil us here. Maybe get a shield down. I would just put the oil like... I would put the oil like this. Make sure this guy fires like here. I would just put the oil like this. So we just shield here. I do probably want an oil on his end, but it's just gonna be mass Phoenix now. Still, you even had a level there on that tower. Do we need to get another level is the question. Do we need to sell? And we need a shield here, I think. I don't know here. Missile's not going to do anything. Why is there so many anti-missile devices? Is he just trying to prevent any fire from going down? It's going to be hard, though, to prevent any fire from going down. That might be our shot, actually, here. Like, seeing he's wasting money on all these, Please, maybe we needed to level this up a little bit more. Yep, we did. And the fire gets through here, so well played. Alright. So why don't we just try that again? Maybe we continue the same strategy as before. I think the phoenixes are good. Maybe the oil doesn't do anything. Maybe it does something here, but we end up losing because of this. So probably want missiles here. And maybe another level, I don't know. Maybe one level here. Maybe an oil. Probably good from here to here. So let's just see if it's just the tower level that we lost to. Yeah, it's these crawlers here that are coming in. The missile interception is surprisingly effective. And the problem is now it's just this tower here. But can we actually... We can almost win, I think, if we just level up both towers a little bit. I just don't know of another unit here that's better than what we're doing. Just don't really have any oil here. Just don't have enough oil. Chaff here is a huge problem. We have no chaff clear. 5 seconds debuff is just too much. He's got too much shaft. That's the problem. Probably needs something to deal with this, but it's hard to know what we can use to deal with this besides a factory. The factory is very questionable here. It's probably our only shot. So maybe sell out of this for this. Go for the armor and okay, so is this they're both going into the tower, so we have to choose a side. Maybe this is just the better side here. Wonder if we just oil him so his chaff kind of well, the oil doesn't make that much sense. Might just be better to go for the defense and the attack maybe. Does it ever make sense to just put the beacon up? What does the attack do, right? Nothing much. Maybe it's just like a miracle beacon. Problem is these boats, they're no joke, and they kill level 2 war factory way too quick. So that's the only problem with that. That being said, it still did something. Still did something. So is it going to be enough to kill all these hounds? Don't think so. I think the last round was already lost here. If anything, we needed something on an earlier round, maybe very early. So round 7, we also lost. And what do? We just went for more phoenixes, but we click range and the EMP. Maybe the EMP doesn't do anything. And he also went for the armor. Don't think going mass Raidens works here. I mean, it might actually. Probably definitely need the range. So the Raidens are only there to just help clear chaff. Still no range on the Phoenixes, but Phantom Rays are in front of the Phoenixes at least. Maybe we need like a different technology other than range here. I don't know. It's very close. Maybe we just if we leveled up that tower, maybe it goes better. Maybe if we go for chain, it's also better. EMP, let's go for chain, maybe. Let's level up the tower. Guess this Raiden is more for the Phantom Ray, so that's why it's so far forward. I mean, that's why it's on this side. That being said, there's not that much in front of it. Yeah, that didn't look so good. So I don't think it's the I don't think we ever want Raidens in this composition. Maybe it was just clicking the EMP that we didn't need to. Maybe we should have just elite recruited. Range is definitely something we need. Um, the EMP is actually pretty good for the sandworm, so it's pretty close. 2 boats. Hmm. I mean, shield doesn't do anything. What are we doing wrong here? The forts did a little bit. Then what can we really build here? Everything has armor. Everything can't... the Mustangs can't do anything. Abyss for sure isn't the answer. Maybe it's just the War Factory on 1 round earlier. Be shocked if this is the only correct answer here, but there's a very good chance that it is. And these guys are, yeah, maybe it's just better to go here since it's potentially a lower level. And maybe a beacon. Although the armor might also be good. We have a level 2 and a level 1. Here's 2 level 2s. We have a level 2.5 here, actually. Dies pretty quick. Just to be expected. Beacon didn't do anything. Are we winning this side, but are we losing this side? Looks like it. Maybe instead of the beacon, we level this up for 1 level. Alright, so we're gonna have 3 boats now focusing on this, which is even worse. Probably a mistake. Yeah, this dies quick. Sandworm is still gonna be alive. Wait a second. Kind of looked promising for a second there, but still not enough. Alright. So we have to go back even further from this. So round 6, we lose 900. And what did we do here? We went Mustangs. Okay, so that was the main mistake. We guessed incorrectly. So what we need to do is just range with more of these guys. We're still allowed to missile this. Go for a range. Yeah, it was actually all good until he clicked the He clicked the armor. The armor is pretty effective, but the extinguisher I think is still better. But the armor does help if we go Mustangs, and that's something that never even crossed my mind. So this is an absolute massacre. We just went for more Phoenixes, so I think that was the mistake, and we lose the game automatically from just that one mistake. I mean, it's a pretty huge mistake. You cannot spend 1,000 resources on the wrong item. I mean, we had a game yesterday against, I think it was Dillo, and he went 3 Mustangs with like some kind of tech, and he just lost the game. There's no coming back from that. But it's especially oppressive against the Overlords. So maybe we wait for him to click this. I just thought, hey, if he, because what are we weak to? But then, we have the fortresses, right? So we're not super weak to it, but the fortresses don't do amazing at clearing off one or two like odd wasps. So, but we should have just we should have just played it a little bit more reactively instead of trying to predict. And I think the Fort AA was also a huge mistake. So we had no idea he was going to go for the fort. Should have been obvious, but we were just trying to. All right, so we have everything in place here. So what do we normally do here? Let's see. If he goes Phoenix, we thought he was going to go Wasp, right? So, but what are we really worried about? We're not super worried about the Wasp. We're more worried about his boats. Going Wasp ourselves is not smart, so it only leaves one option, just more Phoenixes. We go for range. We need range eventually. And if we really want to show how strong this is, we'll borrow. And he had the money to go double tech. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, he's aerial spec. It should have dawned on us what he was potentially gonna go for here. Oof. I think we still win this, but we didn't get the tower debuff. It would have been a lot better. That's close. We lose by 1 boat. I think if we level this up instead of the range, we can probably win a little bit harder. The positioning of this is pretty bad. Does get 1 fire off here, like in the previous round. So we do manage to get almost all the crawlers. 7-second debuff. Yeah, so we still lose by 1 boat. I wonder if the best approach actually in this case is a hybrid approach, like 1 Mustang instead of 3 Mustangs with range. Why not just go like 2 Mustangs with nothing? And then 2 Phoenixes. I guess 1 Phoenix. Probably have to go for tower range here. So this is probably a bit more of a conservative approach. Like we don't super hard commit on the Mustang, but we have the Mustang just in case. Don't love this positioning here, obviously. We lose one Mustang for no reason. But the Mustangs act as really good chaff. Phantom Race, okay, very close. So it looks like the hybrid approach is the way to do it. Like we kind of got things right. We just overcommitted into the Mustangs. So it's good to build two Mustangs. You know, when you're not sure, just build two Mustangs, right? We could have even played that better with the positioning since there's fire here. So we'll go two Mustangs, one Phoenix, Phoenix range. Right, we probably could put it here and here, assuming that we're gonna have problems with the fire. Now the Mustangs come in, they act as good chaff for everything pretty much. Yeah, so pretty similar no matter where we placed it. But yeah, that was the first mistake. All right, well, hey, at least we figured out what we could have done better round by round. Player like this is top tier, so yeah, I think we didn't do horribly. I think, you know, we played probably almost like decent. It's just that, you know, these mistakes, these little mistakes. But the main one was actually the Mustangs, right? The Mustangs with pure Mustangs with range was probably the worst mistake. Fortress was also a mistake. And then everything else, I think we there was no more chance of coming back after those two mistakes. You know, we predicted something that wasn't going to happen, and yeah, that was our, you know, that was our biggest mistake.